Today I'm opening up about something really personal, something that most of us face but might feel alone in. Honestly, this is the most vulnerable I've been in a while. It is a little scary to share because of the thought of not opening up to just one particular person but sharing it to anyone in the world. I also think it is important because if only one person out there feels seen or understood, then it's worth it. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ampong, and if you are new here, please subscribe and join me on this journey. As you can see from the title, today we are talking about social anxiety. For me, social anxiety didn't start until later in life. I've always been an introvert, and I think this is because I was an only child for a very long time until years later. Growing up, I was a happy and confident child, not afraid to be myself or try new things. All changed in my adult life, and I still could manage and overcome it. But it was magnified when I moved to the UK from Ghana during the pandemic, and I started my first job. It was such a big change, as it should. There was cultural and language barriers that I had to navigate through. Even though I speak good English, well, at least that's what I think, my accent was very different. And with the masks on, it was difficult to read people's lips, and it was also difficult for people to understand me. The cultural difference was a shock to me, and it made me more laid back to examine my surroundings. And this is normal to me as an introvert. The social anxiety, should I say, came back or was magnified because I was, like I said earlier, I was able to go through life with it, and then I was able to overcome it. Back then at my workplace, that was my first job in the UK. Sometimes when I spoke, people didn't understand me, or they chose not to understand me. I remember this girl who would always go like, huh? Or she would try to correct my English. That's so funny. Oh gosh. Or even sometimes she would walk away when I'm talking. I know that's so rude, but one thing about me is I've been through so much in life that I don't let these little things get to me. Like, I've developed that thick skin, so certain things don't get to me. So it got to a time that I had to stop trying. Like, I just stopped trying. I went back into my shell. Should I say I went back into my shell? I went back to my comfort zone. I just go to work, do what I have to do, and then keep to myself. When I'm done, I just leave. And so I remember my manager even gave me this mug that had Calm Christina on it. Yeah, Christina, that's my name anyways, if you don't. So Calm Christina, because I was so laid back, it made me go back into my shell. So they all saw me as calm. Even though I'm naturally a calm person, I became more calm, which I don't mind because being calm is great. I love it. So this kind of, should I say, affected me, and I started feeling this social anxiety, not just at work, but sometimes in certain social settings. Certain social settings. That's a tongue twister. Every time I was in a new place, I would rather gauge to see if people would be open to have a conversation with me, or they'll give me the same reaction. All these things made me retreat to my comfort zone. There are times when even the thought of meeting new people or having small talks feels so overwhelming. But I'm still working on getting out of my comfort zone and socializing more, even though these settings drain me. And there's that constant anxiety about how I'll be received. But I keep showing up anyways, because as I said in one of my previous videos, you can't make it in your comfort zone. I know I have to overcome this, even if it means talking to new people and putting myself in uncomfortable situations. That sounds terrible, I know. I think sometimes we pressure ourselves to be that version of us that doesn't exist, like to be fearless, to be super confident, to be outgoing, but that's not everyone's reality. And that's okay. It doesn't make us less capable, it just makes us human. So if you're out there feeling alone, know that you're not, because social anxiety is real, and it's okay to feel the way you feel. I've been there, and I'm still here. Some days are better than others, but what's most important is we keep moving forward. What I've learned over time, especially with my work with Christ, is that God created each of us uniquely. So this doesn't define us. It's just something that we can learn to manage and even grow from it. I'm here to encourage you today that try to make an effort to overcome it. Take it slow. It's okay to start small. Just showing up is a big win. Remind yourself that God is with you, and so you don't need to be perfect. And even in your weakness, in this social anxiety, God will still transform it into your strength. Also, try and find support from your family and friends, or get professional therapy, because sometimes just knowing that someone else understands you can make all the difference. Accepting your anxiety and making intentional efforts to overcome it is one of the most empowering things that you can do for yourself. Just give yourself some grace, embrace the journey, and don't be too hard on yourself. Working through such a challenging emotions takes a lot of courage, and once you do, you realize how strong you really are. If you are watching this and you know someone who has opened up about their social anxiety to you, don't just brush it off. Be there for the person, listen to the person, and know that their feelings are completely valid. The fact that you can't relate doesn't mean that what they are feeling is not true. I want to share an exercise that has helped me break the ice and start conversations. Try giving the other person a genuine compliment, but focus on something that they chose, like their outfit, their makeup, and be genuine about it. But remember not to compliment something that they didn't choose, like their eyes, their smile, or something about them, because sometimes it might feel a little too personal. You can say something like, "Oh, you smell good. What perfume is that?" Or even the music that they are listening to. When you do this, make sure that you choose something that you compliment on, something that you know you really like you genuinely can talk about. Like if you talk about music, make sure that the music they are listening to is something that you are also into, so that when they start a conversation, it'll be easier for you to flow with it and it wouldn't feel weird. Because if you talk about music or you talk about something that you're not into, it would feel quite awkward or weird, and it would just intensify that anxiety, which we are trying to overcome. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here today. I'd love to hear any thoughts or experiences that you are comfortable with sharing in the comments below. And if this video encouraged you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Always remember that God is with you, and so you are never alone. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.